Okay, here, second part now of this review or the German history in big competitions, right? I mean, I was into this probability stuff, and I still think this is so, yeah. It is the only real approach to life, or yeah, actually understanding um, the yeah. It is everything is in probabilities, right? For the future and past, as I was trying to point out, in the future it's between 0 and 1. In the past it's either 0 or 1. And this is because mankind is not a master of the time, does not really understand even time. What is it really doing? Even though Einstein had some theories about that, which are pretty decent. But still, we can't control it, and also all those stories that have been made about it. This is like the Time Machine or movies like that. You might all know. And there is also okay they go into betting in some manner and some kind. Which was then, if you remember that the first part, I think when Biff Tannen, this guy, he picked up the what was it there was a term for that. The book with all the football results and took it back to the past, and then from then on he knew what all the results in football, and he built up an empire because he knew all those football results, and no one knew why. And but then they said there was a second time string, right? There was the original time string, and there was a second time string when things went different. It was at the point he picked up this book, so they had to go travel back with a time machine and deny Biff Tannen to pick up this book, and so to cut off this second time string, right? I mean, this is a nice story, and it's some fantasy in that, but it's some somehow people don't really know, and it's some fascination about time. What is it really doing? Where are we coming from? Where do we go to eternity and things like that? And it's all some thing about probabilities. And as I pointed out, if you knew a certain event to occur with 100% chance, and you could bet on it, how would you make sure to become a millionaire? But all those things, I made some, when you say sometimes, I was into this luck stuff about Germany, right? And I'm German myself, so I should say, well, some fair distribution of that, or I don't know, but I this is why I remember very well, and this is still people still say that, right? When it's a bit dark here, is it? It's very rainy and dark and cold day here in Germany. Try to get some light here, and yeah, it's reflecting in the glasses. But when you say a big event is about to start, then they used to say they still do say may the better one prevail, right? So you do not really wish luck to people, but you wish, no bad luck, right? This is, I said this once before, right? So you want an even distribution of luck somehow, because if the better one wins, okay, they should all be happy actually, because no one can complain, right? They were better, so they won, okay, congrats. We were second best, so still okay. But if a worse team wins, or a worse player or whatever, then you might start, arguing or be a bit envious, or you might say, well, they had been lucky, which can happen also, and and if this consistently happens for the same, then you might say, well, at some point, I don't wish him this luck anymore, and you rather wish it away, or but you wouldn't dare to wish it away, right? You rather say, well, let's have it even from now on. I don't care about the past, but don't let them get lucky again. So this is really, it's philosophy, but it's in some sense also it's helping you also get along with the betting stuff. I'm saying, right? Because you usually used to notice when you get unlucky, but you forget because you take this for granted when you get lucky. Because this is given, right? They won. Okay, I know that. But the fourth, they lost. And did you see this? They must miss the penalty, hit the post twice. And yeah. Anyway, so they missed so many chances. And then you say, well, I was so unlucky. But the three others you won, you take those for granted. But they had never been granted before, right? As I'm saying, you know, you also have to make sure to understand this concept, because it's really basic, and it's also kind of new, you could say, because people do not argue like that, but it does make a lot of sense if you listen to it. If someone is a favorite, right, even a heavy favorite of 90% favorite to win, why is it 90%? Why is it not 100%? Because there is the outsider chance of 10% for the other one to win. So, and if you want to overcome those 10%, you're 90%, and you want to make sure you win this, how would you win those remaining 10%? You need from 90% to make it certain you need 100%. And you need this amount of luck. Make sure you understand that. If you're 90%, you still need 10% luck. Because you wouldn't gain these 10% by abilities. The calculation has been made already. It's 90%. This is your chance. It's no better. So you would argue, you know, it's not, well, I wouldn't need luck because I need to, my abilities, I want them to be unlucky or not to have this luck. I want this one, you know, to have the higher probability come true. But is it really what, you know, it's not really what it is about. You need 10% luck. All you could say is the other one needed 90% to win. So what would you prefer, right? The 10% that I gained, it was a small gain, or the 90% the other one needed to gain to make him winner. But anyway, this is the distribution. And if you're doing fine, right, this is also, you know, you might get there with a higher probability, but not for certain, because otherwise you should have done the calculation better and say it's a 100% winner, which does not exist. But there is 90%, you need 10% luck. And the other one you need 90, okay, but what would you care for that? You want to make, yeah, but you can't avoid it. If the calculation has been made, it's 90%, 10%, you need 10% luck to overcome this. And this is what I was trying to show you with this development, right? If you have 90-10 here, then at some point this one has to go up to 100, and the 10% line of the other one has to go down to 0. And this can only be provided by luck. Make sure you know what I mean with that. And this is for any event to happen, right? And okay, so I'm trying to get back to that and point out, and this is really an important concept, right? Now I was showing you now about the World Cup 1954, and of course you can also say in the final, you know, just Hungary were the better team. So, and why didn't they? Maybe they were 70%, 80%. Germany have done a good job. There was this one term people used to say, right? I wish you luck, or good luck to you. That means rather no bad luck. And then, you know, we wish an even distribution, right? I have problems saying good luck to you, because would it mean I wish the other one bad luck? I mean, good luck, an event is coming up. So anyway, but here the distribution may have been 75-25%. Also by how the game went itself, right? So Hungary played better. And so, but before that, they wouldn't have said a lot otherwise. They were the best team. And everyone noticed, and Germany were, you know, they've done well so far already. But then, so why would the 75% not come true, but the 25%? There is this saying, what I'm trying to get back to and use at time. Like you make your own luck, or fortune favors the brave, or things like that, right? When you say, well, somehow you have an influence. This is a very important thing, right? If you take part in an event, if you play yourself, do you have an impact on this distribution of the probabilities? And this is what those sayings try to, they somehow, you know, they try to, because sometimes you say someone, well, he's done really well, and he's done the best he could, so somehow he deserves this luck, but you still know it's luck. So then you say you make your own luck, because he's done everything right, so he couldn't do any better. But this had all been done in the calculation before. If it's 75%, 25%, it is because the Germans do have this amount of abilities and chances, and this is if they give their best, but it is all done in the calculation. Hungary, 75%, but they have to perform like that, of course. They have to give their best, but then, okay, anyway, that's you know, you make your own luck, yeah, but this is inside the calculation, so you can't overcome that. Of course, the calculation is the problem. Is it 75-25 or maybe 50-50? I've been wrong. They've been evenly strong. I don't know. Anyway, Germany had been lucky. You saw all those chances, or you go back to that video. And now I'm coming to the 96 because this is my own history. And because I started watching and really, you know, and you heard about 1954 and how did it all happen. I read all the books and everything I could, and I knew the lineup and everything. And you know, because you were fascinated, and then you hoped for this to happen again. And I was 7 years old then. But here the 1966 World Cup, and it's just about the final. I mean, how did they get there? You always need your amount of luck. And if you see them celebrating the win after against Soviet Union in the semifinals, if you see those celebrations, what would in Germany there's just one term. If you're lucky, glücklich, you are glücklich. That means you're happy because you had been lucky. If you see them celebrate, that means they are glücklich because they had been lucky. They are they had luck. They are lucky now, but in England you say they are happy, but they are happy for this amount of luck to even get there. So, but you see in the celebrations sometimes, you know, that they feel, okay, this was our fair share of the luck. The more they celebrate, the more you can say, well, there had been most likely some kind of luck in that. You can watch it. If a heavy favorite wins, he would never celebrate like that. Because, you know, this is, you know, Real Madrid won the quarterfinals of the Champions League also. Okay, let's move on. We're up to the final, you know, how, you know, if an outsider wins, you know, he's really, you know, they go wild, right? Also the crowd usually. So this is the conjunction somehow between luck and happiness. In Germany, there's just Glück, glücklich sein, luck, lucky, be happy, right? Anyway, if we look at this 1966 and Germany went on and they kept winning, and I saw this as much as I could, and there were no good pictures, and I saw this final as well, and anyway. But we consider this 1966. You might all know about this controversial goal, right? The 3-2 by Geoff Hurst, and I'm going to show you this as well. But I try to show you first of all the. Oh, sorry, I got wrong again. This one, I'm sorry. So this Germany here. I have to look here. 035. So this is, it's just a couple of scenes. I mean, I would say here England have been the better side, right?
They would not let up. Then seconds before the final whistle.
This was, okay, this was why I was showing this, right? Okay, I mean, there was 2-1 England, and England were the better side. And why would you, and this was the last minute to be played, right? How did they even get this chance to go into extra time, that this controversial goal could happen? So this is Wolfgang Weber, and the last attack, and Weber, he never scored a goal before and after, but here it's the big final 1966. Now it's 2-2, right? You see another chance here for England, but you see, how did they get there? You know, they take this for granted. Okay, we are there, we are in the final, we are in extra time. But this wasn't for granted. They were 99% out because it was 2-1 England and the better side were winning. You can look at the chances later, or you can check that. But I'm saying they were better, but maybe there are game stats even, or you could record them yourself. But there was 99% England, 1% Germany, because there was a last attack and one player scored a goal who never scored a goal before and after. Okay, you can say this is Germany. You know, they are down, so there's always something gonna happen. Like that's why they call the Black Beast. Something is gonna happen, and always in their favor. But why would it be so? Anyway, here these all those chances for England, and I'm gonna show you this. Okay, 45. Yeah, this was the Tarkowski save, another save, Tarkowski, and now this controversial goal was happening. And why would we, you know? This was Alf Ramsey, and they played so well. So why shouldn't they win it? Now this cross coming in, Geoff Hurst turning around, and what did it look like? I mean, it looked like it was in. No, it bounced out. Now he asked this guy, and he says this was a goal. Yeah, okay, so. But now this was 3-2. This was game over, forced to come. But okay, Germany, no. But this was the better team winning. And when they argue about here and now this controversial goal, they would. It feels like they say, if this ball would not have gone in, this goal would not have counted, which was the right decision. I mean, you saw it here maybe, or I'll show it or stop the picture. But everyone's seen this goal, right? So this is here. Stop it again. It looked like it was in, right? Didn't it? To me, I mean, I don't know. You know, here it once again, but may not have crossed it fully. But Geoff Hurst is still saying ball was in. I don't know. You know, he's also kidding a bit. But anyway. This it was controversial, but if the better team gets a goal, why would you worry? And especially what I'm saying is, why they pretend as if this ball would not have gone in. We were world champion, but it would have been 2-2 and still some time to play. And why should they win? I mean, this is 50-50 maybe, but still the better team might still be on 60-40, right? So anyway, it's just a silly way of arguing, right? And it feels like, you know, we were beaten by a ball that wasn't in, right? But they were the worst side. And how did they get there? As I was trying to say, this is also some kind of luck, fair share of luck. But you usually take this for granted. We are there. That's because we were better, but you forget about this, right? No more history than that. So I hope you take something from this video, because I'm just gonna stop here and make one World Cup at a time. And there's more to come and more interesting stuff, and I hope you can use it. And thanks for watching, and I hope you come back and leave your comments. Thanks a lot.